I'm waiting for someone to go into a blind rage and just run the length of the pitch. That's what I'm hoping for right now. Whether it happens or not, I can't guarantee that, but I can live in hope and dreams. That's what I'm doing.
Great. Well, no. I don't mean that. I concur absolutely. Hopes and dreams are important. Hey, I'm a Red Sox fan in baseball. When you're Red Sox fans, you need a lot of that. So
fair enough. Well, we'll accept that. We'll take that with the intention that was meant. I think he's still banging on about Cardiff again. He still thinks they're going to win. I can't believe this. Can you, bro?
Yeah, well, I think Swansea's got a good chance.
I do. I think we're dreamers. We're dreamers, Swansea, and we've got magical dogs that save lives. What more can you ask for?
Magical dogs that saves lives, absolutely. Hey, will the ghosts of the dog appear tonight
we
for
hope
the
so.
Swansea
Perhaps
Jacks?
they charge the pitch or something. You never know. Something magical could happen.
The police dogs will charge the Cardiff players.
You never know. It might happen. It might just happen. We live in hope. I've got to be honest. It doesn't look great for women's rugby for Swansea, but the chances are that you're gonna win, Cardiff. But we can hope something miraculous happens.
And never say die spirit.
Exactly. That's the way forward.
Tonight, it will be Aaron Fowler that goes head-to-head with Reece Lawrence. Swansea versus Cardiff. And if you do not have your ticket for Varsity tonight, do get it. I believe they're still on sale, but they are running out quickly. So get to your cash, get to your ticket, and get to the stadium. But also keep in touch with us at Express Radio, at Xtreme Radio, where we keep you updated on all the fixtures, score, and updates. You're listening to Xtreme and to Express. 13 Senses is next. And welcome back to Xpress and Xtreme's varsity coverage for the day sports tonight. You can join us from around 6 p.m. onwards for the pregame show here on Xpress and on Xtreme, and then at 7:30 it is kickoff time, and we'll have your commentary live from the Cardiff Arms Park. Until then, I'm joined by Brett, by Ben. I'm doing a great job at remembering names today. I'm very proud of myself, and I have to make sure I continue that trend.
It has been very good. I mean, I've got to say that I'm awful with names. It's a bit shocking.
Yeah, I'm not very good at names. It's really embarrassing. You meet someone, and you're like, next day, who are you again?
You just wait until I call him Squire later when I'm sort of supposed to know his name, and I go, "You're right, Squire, how's it going?"
That's your tactic.
Everyone responds to Squire. You can use it for men and women. It's a useful word.
Absolutely.
You're looking at me like, what on earth's a Squire?
No. I was trying to figure out our next background music. It's very complicated. Scott, who's our fellow broadcaster at Express Radio, he also does the American Sports Show with me. He'll probably be on here later. He ran the board last time we had a show, and he admitted how difficult it was to concentrate on when someone's saying and to run the board at the same time. So if it's sometimes you feel like I'm ignoring you, don't worry. I'm here, and I'm doing my best.
He's there. He's giving us love. It's just that it's a different kind of love. It's a kind of technical love.
Technical love.
It's a technical love where he gives us music as well as speech.
How would you go in there?
Wow.
We're going back to the philosophical perspective.
Philosophical perspective, yeah. Well, you got to do that, On a day like Varsity, philosophy has to come into it somewhere, whether it be in sport or production of music, In both instances, it's highly important. So, it's got to be done. What have we got results-wise? Because I think that's what people really want to hear today.
Well, results, we do not have any new updates, but obviously if you are right now headed to an area where you're going to be watching sports, you can text us in 077 222 63 live scores and what's going on.
Should we have a little bit of a rundown of what the scores are already that we already know about?
Go right ahead. This is all yours.
It's all mine. You want me to go first?
Yes.
As I struggle to read your writing. Fencing, Cardiff 45 and Swansea 37. That's a little bit disappointing for Swansea. Men's football, Cardiff 1, Swansea 0. That's again a tad disappointing. However, we heard very recently that there was a 1-1 equaliser in that men's football. Fencing again for the I'm not sure if this is the men or the women, unfortunately.
The fencing I think it's the final score, that is, but there was no update as to whether it was men or women, because actually it came in through a text version and it was very hard to listen to.
It was hard to understand and find out what it was. So what we're going to try and figure out then is, if you can let us know if all the fencing has finished, that would be handy, because the last thing we heard was Cardiff 90, Swansea 71. Now, from what I hear, we've got some professional fencing players for Swansea in the women's team, so I'm wondering if this is perhaps the men's result. Perhaps it is, perhaps it isn't. If you can let us know, we would love to be able to tell people about it. On the what I'm looking at here, I'm not entirely sure. Scribbling. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to. You can help me here. Go on. Any of those?
Any of those. The women's football are trailing 0-1 against Swansea. That was their latest update.
But there was an equaliser shortly ago. Again, 1-1 for the women's football.
I'll put a 1 here. And then in men's lacrosse, it is Swansea did beat.
Swansea has won that. Now that's
the final score.
For Swansea.
Swansea won. Cardiff won, but again, I don't know what sport that is, so that is absolutely useful information. Useless.
It is useful. We know something's occurring. Hang on, it's up on the board. It's Cardiff. It's men's hockey 1-1. That's what it is.
All right,
Beautiful.
So I'll take that.
Men's hockey. You know, like I know we don't sound terribly prepared here, but we are. It's just that as we get results in, we give them to you. That is what we love to do. Oh, hello. Men's hockey has just changed. It's 2-1 to Cardiff. At half-time. So, you know, there's all to play for. We can see that Swansea's men's hockey can score goals. It's just a case of making sure they do.
Sport, the result changes straight away.
It does. It's unfortunate. This is what happens when you get so many games being played at the same time. We try and update you as it happens in the studio live.
And we all field, don't we?
We do. We have people out on the field, and if you see a guy in a Xtreme t-shirt wandering around, or perhaps you see someone in a Express t-shirt wandering around, if you know about some sports results and he doesn't know about them, give him a hand. Tell him what's going on.
And we also thank you, Swansea crew, for being out there in Rimney in the fields and for reporting back to us.
We just want to say thank you for having us. You know, we've had a lovely time in your studio. Nice and flashy.
Our honor to host you. It's great. It's been great having you guys, and great insight to tonight's rugby and to the ongoing sports.
Well, this is it. This is what we're all looking forward to hearing about.
Something we haven't mentioned yet are, well, the game and the importance tonight for charity. The Welsh Charitable Trust, which was set up in 1972, 37 years ago now. The chairman is Tom Baxter Wright. Well, they have spent over £2 million over the last 34 years in the provision of assistance to severely injured rugby players and their families. They're now independent, but they obviously work closely with the Welsh Rugby Union and the member clubs. Varsity's beneficiaries have donated to the Welsh Charitable Trust up to £7,500 was raised in 2006 and in 2007. And over the last years, the Welsh Varsity has donated over £25,000. So the Welsh Charitable Trust appear to be very close to Swansea University and Cardiff University in terms of money relations and support, and it's been great to be able to support that charity over the last few years with Varsity.
Yeah.
That's all that can be said to that. Yes,
well, that's true.
I agree.
It's great to be able to support through, I mean, you know, not only in rugby, but in other sports. When you play sports, you have a lot of sponsors, a lot of money involved, whether it be big commercial companies, but it's also good that you can also involve charities and help some people who might be disadvantaged.
This is true. This is very, very true. It's always nice to be getting out there and donating to charity. So perhaps if you out there would like to get involved with that and help in your own little way, perhaps do something sponsored sport-wise and help out a charity, particularly for people who are involved in sports who give a lot back, you know. Perhaps you can get in contact with them. We'll get you a number for that very shortly.
Absolutely. Welsh Charitable Trust, well, we'll keep you up to date on that. As you just said, you like how I'm repeating what you say.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, we know there's love there. It's, as I said before, a technical kind of love. Are you going to make a prediction? Because you kind of gave us, I don't want to use a bad word, but a half prediction. You just mentioned the word 19. Didn't actually give us a specific answer to who you thought was going to win tonight in the men's rugby. And I do want to hear who you think it's going to be. You have to keep a very quiet, low profile about this and going, oh well, I'm neutral. You know, I'm from Switzerland. You know, I don't agree with that. You need to give me an actual result. I want to hear what you think's going to happen.
All right, well, I really haven't thought about this yet. That's what's bothering me, and I don't like to just throw a number out there. I think that both teams are going to be very good. I think that Swansea, you see I'm being general again, don't worry, I'll come to the specifics in a bit.
You better do.
I think Swansea are going to come in confident, but I also think they're going to want to avenge last year's loss. And with an 18-0 win a couple of years ago, I think they can almost do that again. But Cardiff's defense, I was watching the DVD over and over and over, Cardiff's defense was proving themselves very good. And as Cardiff